All right, guys, today we're going to be changing this upper radiator inlet hose on this 5.7 liter Vortec V8. I'm going to show you a little bit here in a minute what's wrong with this hose and how I saw it leaking. But basically, it's a real simple repair. You won't need anything other than the parts for this, the two new clamps and the hose and a pair of pliers to do it. It's a real simple repair. Let's break and take a look at what the leak looks like before we remove this. All right, guys, so first let's get this spring clamp off here. You could try normally to use a spring clamp tool, but it's just so cramped in this particular space. A pair of pliers is easier, right? So if I tried to use the end of a spring clamp tool, I'd have to take the washer fluid thing out of the way, so it's not worth the trouble. All right, so we got this guy off, and then what I'm going to try and do next, I don't want to lose all of this fluid everywhere, so I'm going to try to catch some of it in this bag here. I mean, it's just a little easier messiness wise. And I'm also going to put underneath the truck, I'm going to put a pan just to try and catch some of this and get it routed over here. This will just keep it from getting inside the engine area, and then underneath the pan will catch the rest of it, and then we can recycle some of that. All right, so we're set on this side. The next thing we're going to do is try to work this hose loose. I'm just going to move this electrical cable out of the way a little bit. Just kind of twist this guy. Now, this is the original hose that's been on here for 21 years or so. So just working it around will help break the seal. Once it starts going like that, it should be okay. I don't know how much fluid will be in here, but how much coolant will be in here. I'm just going to use a screwdriver to kind of hold this guy while I pull it off. I'm holding the bag against here just to see. All right. All right, so we caught a little bit of that fluid. Actually, I don't think much of anything spilt out into the pan. A little bit on the side here. All right. So that side's done. I'll let the rest of this run out. Okay. Then we're going to take this guy out. Yeah, so now we got a little bit of that fluid in this bag. Just save some of the mess. Let's set this down here, because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hose, I'll put it inside there, and I'm going to tip it over and get the rest of it out. Okay, we got that done. Now we're going to come over here, and same thing. Get over here and get a view on the top. We're going to do the same thing with this spring clamp. Let's give it a push, and then actually on this one it's probably easier just to work it forward like that. All right, and then the same kind of thing. I'm going to see if I can get this where you guys can see it. I'm just going to kind of work this guy off. If it's been on here a long time like this one, it's going to be really not wanting to come loose. This is probably the hardest part of the whole thing right here. Okay, I think if I come over and get a little bit of leverage on this side, we'll get him to let go. There he goes. All right. Now we're going to put a new one on there, and then we'll clean this up. So, new part's going to be genuine GM always, right? And for this particular hose, for both the 5 liter and the 5.7 liter, it's going to be a GM part number 1500 7573. So it'll come with a new sheath around it, just like this, and a couple of new spring clamps. The old version that was originally on here has been replaced and superseded by this number, 156 89570. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to open these clamps up. so you guys can see installing them. And so real simple, same kind of thing. I'm going to take my pliers, get some of these tools out of the way. And this guy is, he's open a lot. Make sure you have some eye protection on with this, in case this guy flies out. Okay, just get him on like that, and then just position him to kind of orient him where he's going to be when you put him on. And then they do the same thing with the other side. All right, just route this guy back in under here. Route him in over here underneath this electrical cable. Wiggle him on until he seats fully. And then we'll push this clamp back in again, and we'll work it on to about a 1/2 inch. Now that's a little bit too far, it slipped on me. About a 1/2 inch away right there, just the way it was before. Okay, then the same thing with this guy over here. I'm going to put this guy back on. And you can see here there's a little nub on the, well, actually, hold on a second. Let's take the old spring clamp off. All right, what I was about to say is put this guy on here. There's a little nub right there. And we're going to push this hose on until it seats on that nub on this thermostat housing. It's in position. And now same kind of thing as we did on the other one. Just so I can get a view in here. Take this spring clamp. Work him down a little bit closer. Sorry about that, guys. There's a lot of glare out here today. Hopefully you can see this. And it's kind of in my way so that I can't actually see what I'm doing. There we go. All right. And that's where I like to put them, right about that far from the end. All right, and we're done. That repair's done. You make sure that you've got it sitting on top over here, on top of this bracket that supports the hose. Make sure you've got your electrical connections pushed back in to these retaining pieces they have. Make sure that guy's in all the way, and then you'll power it up. What I'll do is before I power it up, fire up the engine, I'm going to put some water here, kind of wash some of this residual coolant away. I'll take my pan out from underneath. I'll start it up. I'll check for leaks, and it should be fine. I hope this helps you out. Super easy repair. If you run into issues, just drop a comment. I'll try to help you. Otherwise, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.